Today is a very special day. Okay, it's not that special, but I'm getting my last cantilever slide gate delivered. I'm a little bit excited. I normally would have this all done about November. And here we are, February, right in the beginning of February 2nd, 3rd, somewhere in there. And yeah, finally getting the last gate delivered. And I'm so lucky today that the good Lord has blessed me with a day of no snow. Tonight it's supposed to start really getting nasty. I think we're expecting anywhere between a foot or two by the time this system's all done with lake effect and everything else. We're supposed to get about 4 to 5 inches tonight. So, and then it's supposed to be blowing and snowing. So I really thought today was going to be a very miserable day, but actually you can kind of see on my face the sun's shining. The roads are clear, so that's easy traveling. It means we can cruise 70 down the highway, no problem. And I did get a service call, so I'm going to go swing at that. And there's a new gate operator that we installed, and it has a failure already, and I don't know why. So it's not a clunky old gate, but one of those things back then, it was a low bid, and which is, you know, we want to know a little story on it. So I bid against another company, and the other company was like, I don't know, it was like $3,000 cheaper than us. And I'm like, this is insanity. I don't know. So I think I got the numbers, not directly the quote or anything, but I was told the numbers they're at, and I looked at it and I told myself, there ain't no way we can do it for that price. We can barely buy material for that price. So we ended up, I bounced. I said, can't do it. I said, have them do it, because what I was hoping was going to happen is, I know that company doesn't offer good service, so I was hoping that they were going to get the low bid and then install it, and then we were going to do, when they wouldn't show up to fix it, like on like a day today. Because right now, I mean, you know, if you want to be a crummy person in this world, this is where the crumminess can come in, right? This is where you know, we're basically not getting paid. We're not getting paid to do this right now, to come back out and see what's wrong with our install. But I was hoping that they would do such a bad job that we would get paid to go over them, and we could charge service calls, because I figured the service calls would have made us more money for whatever they did wrong than what we would make it doing the install, because it was just too cheap. And so he came back, he talked to them. They apparently, what do you got here? You got some sun or something going on. Apparently they missed a few things, so their price went up. And imagine that, right? So the price that they brought up wasn't exactly where I would have liked to been, but it'll work. It was at least doable enough to keep the customer happy, to put a few dollars on the table for us, and they got a good product. And versus now we got to be married into some kind of junk. So sorry about that light. So I'll see you when we get down to the job there. Because I'm actually sick of holding my hand up. I'm holding my hand up so the sun's not in your guys' eyes. I don't want you. I know you probably ain't got your sunglasses on, and I don't want you to get blinded. So I'm being nice. So anyways, see you at the job. It is not happy at all. That's not good. Oh, dang. Oh, what happened? Catastrophic failure here. Whoa. Okay, settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. What? No. Fully open. Yeah, we know. What do you got? Yeah, we got you, buddy. Okay, quiet time. All right, well, first things first, we got to get this thing back on. Oh, wow, there's some tension on that. So the problem I'm having is I really need two guys. But as long as my other guy doesn't call me, my vendor. I was looking at this. I'm thinking, what the heck is this? That's not filled in. And what's up with this? Why is this not filled in? You're gonna have to go back in the spring, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what happened here. But it's right where the customer's got to go and look and go, why is that not complete? I mean, even I'm asking myself, why is that not complete? Alright, I gotta get back to this.
And we're not stopping now. Lakeshore's Rock Station, Rock 101.7.
So I want you to see what I'm doing here. This is a big old honking gate. It's really a two-man. But you can make it happen if you put your mind to it. If you say you can't do it, you won't do it. See how I'm hooking it there? I'm hooking right at the bottom of this roller. Hooking right at the bottom of the roller. And I got it strapped around the back side here because I'm trying to position it in, because I'm fighting up here. This is where I'm having all the trouble. But my next problem is, what you got to be extremely careful with these gates. These gate operators. I've known two people that have lost their pinkies in these belts. So you always want to open hand. You always want to grab from the side. But the problem I'm having right now is when I'm actually trying to let go, my clutch is slipping. If you watch right here, see it's given. So this clutch needs to be tightened up. It should have been tightened up from the get-go. It's just somebody didn't know. This is too big of a gate for that clutch to be that loose from the factory like that. That clutch needs to be tighter. So I'm gonna tighten it up, and I should be able to get that to pop on up there, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so we're hanging on by a thread here. Hopefully it didn't mess up the edge too bad. We're back on track. Tightened up, clutch worked. I don't know what's going on. There's all kinds of miscellaneous parts in here. I'm gonna kind of clean it up a little bit. You know, I'd sweep that stuff out or vacuum it out. I got a little vacuum, but I don't have it with me. Another spot I always put the manuals up here. Keeps them out of here. This is prone to getting wet. So I put them up here. This is a good spot. It's a stash them I found. So I like to put them up there. And I like this though. I like that this is edge and remotes. Labeling is always good for the next knucklehead like myself. And got them cut off. Those will rust. Sometimes silicone will cure that, or a little black paint, but I understand it's cold and miserable out. Got Big Red today. It's working good. Love Big Red. Absolutely love Big Red, except the door is getting a little nasty back here. Throw those right there in my little to-do pile. I was starting to clean it today, but then I got called out on this. So let's see what we got to do. I think what's going on here is, my theory is that this gate all leans this way. These brakes on these Oscos, I thought this was a variable speed for some reason down here, but it's not. It's just a standard HSLG, probably because it was a low bid scenario. So we need to see what play detective here, but for some reason that limit, nothing moved. That limit needs to go a heck of a lot closer. So we need to use caution right now. We have the power off, which is good. We are going to go ahead. It's crying. It's a clunky old gate. They don't like us. What's going on back here? What the heck is this? Just a weed growing or a chunk of metal What the hell's that in there for? Oh, it's keeping the roller. I mean, that's just what we're dealing with there. That's the cotter pin, I guess. Man, it's brisk out here. I don't know what they're using to hold this gate open. Must be just the keypad. Okay, so that's one thing that's nice about having this wall button now. I don't got to tear into this, which can be a real pain. So let's turn the power on. Yep, you're alive. And watch our fingers here. And we're going to close it a little bit. Make sure nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. Looking good. What in the hillbilly beans is that noise? I don't know what that noise is. That noise sounds really odd to me. Whatever that squeaking noise is. All right, let's try again. What is that? I've never heard that noise before. What is that noise? What is that noise? I'm gonna set these limits. Oh, this feels rock hard. What the heck's going on in here? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what is the deal? I can't even push that down. Oh, that limit's not even... What the hell? Oh, it's stuck. It's like these limits. I don't know what's going on with Lanier, but they're not lubing these shafts, and they need to lube these shafts. This thing is a brick. This thing won't even move. So I've been noticing what I do is I lube mine when I install them. Ugh. I'm not saying I haven't caught every one, but it's always good to come back and check your job after it's up and running for a couple days or weeks or months, you know. But what in the hillbilly beans is going on, man? That one's just, I can't even move this one. I've never had that before. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna have to replace that limit nut. Oh my gosh. What is the deal? I can't get it to move. Okay, so I got this wrench in here and I'm holding that limit down, but you can hear that's plastic on metal. Something's wrong with that. That's not gonna fly. So we gotta either change out that assembly or something. Something's not right. And it's gonna be too much time for me today. I gotta meet a vendor. I gotta meet the vendor up north there. So we'll just have to let the customer know. I'll just let the customer know that they're gonna have to use it by hand. So we'll pull the disconnect, which is very convenient. Very nice about these openers. It's a bummer. I've never seen this happen before either. But that's definitely not good. I would change out this whole thing. I'd probably bring an extra box if we got one with that, but we'll see. Bummer. It's always one of those times you have to wonder, you know, these are those times when I find myself sometimes disliking my job. Now don't get me wrong, I mean, it is what it is, but what I'm getting at with the point is that you have to let it go through your mind to wonder, why did that fail? Did that fail because of lack of quality ship or quality control at the plant, the manufacturer, in which you don't know if Lanier bought that from an outside vendor, right? You don't know that. You don't know if they build that in-house or whatever. And it makes you go back to, it makes you wonder when I remember when the beeper and the same operator setup, the beepers were going, which I think I've told you a story, but the beepers were going bad. And I don't install the beepers. The beepers are already installed, you know, so when the gate's in motion, it goes beep, 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 you know, all this kind of stuff. And I remember telling myself, like, you know, I've been installing these for years, and I'm like, why are they having a beeper problem? What is going on? And I kept thinking, are we hooking up the wrong voltage? Am I handling it wrong? What am I doing wrong? Because ultimately, as you as a technician, it falls on you. And so you're sitting there and you know, the customer's calling you, geez, I thought you sold me something good. Why is it not work? You know, and it just a laundry list of things go on. So now I wonder, like, is that something we got to watch for? Or was this just a fluke? Was this just a fluke? If it's just a fluke, it's just a fluke. I don't mind that. I handle it. But now you have to wonder, and I don't have my inside guy anymore that I used to have, that when I used to be able to call him and he knew everything. He knew everything. It's like when I went to that IDA show and I said, hey buddy, I said, what's going on? And he says, that vendor went out of business. He says, we had to scramble to find somebody else. And of course, the person we found on the beepers, the voltages were changing and they weren't working. So, you know, but we'll give you free ones. I mean, that was like my vendor that I get, like the middle person. It's like they hand it to us like candy, like trick or treat. They're like, here you go. Oh, you want two? Okay, nice Johnny. Here you go. Have a. And it's like, yeah, we keep handing these out, but they don't work. Like they keep blowing up or breaking and not working. So, but I won't know, because see, if I would install this, and I would know that if I lubed that or not, which I don't know why they're not lubing them. I've noticed that too, like, what was it, like LiftMaster? There were certain things, I think they used to put a little glob of lube on their belts on the top, which whatever. And then they quit kind of doing that and they give you like the tube or whatever. I don't know. It's like, oh, here you go. That saves us extra 1.7 seconds to do that. But you can do that, right? You know, and it's like, what if your installer doesn't know? What if your installer overlooks it? What if he's cold and he's busy and he forget? That's the stuff that irritates me. That right there should have lube on it right from the factory. Right from the factory. And there's no reason not to. There's really no reason. But it's now something that's upon us, or if you don't know, see, I know it from old age. When I used to install them, they used to have lube on them. Now they don't have lube on them. So, just little things you gotta look at. So anyways, I'm gonna call the customer, let them know. Excuse me, wife made me a shake today, and man, it was good. It was good. Had bananas and I think peanut butter, and it was good. But boy, it gives you the burps. So that whole thing, I'll call a customer, let them know he's just gonna have to use it by hand, and maybe tomorrow. Golly, now I think of it, tomorrow's a blizzard. Golly. I don't know what to do. I gotta go up. I gotta go up north. I gotta get this gate unloaded. So I guess it is what it is. But luckily it's got a decent cabinet on it to help block the weather. I'm telling you guys. In those northerly Michigan or anywhere that you live that's got the snow and blowing, man, you gotta go with these guys. These are the best. The cabinets block a lot of the weather, where, like I said, if you ever dealt with those plastic cover ones, you take the cover off and they just get piled with snow inside. Electronics are all wet. Just can't have it. All right, getting to her.